Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. This is Bhavya here. I hope you people are all safe and healthy. So yeah, today I thought of clearing something that we always have in our minds when we enter the college, when we are in our first semesters or first years. We are so confused of what to refer, what to study, what to buy, how to write the exam, how to have diagrams, how to learn diagrams, how to color them, how to write theory, what is more important, what is not more important, and all those things. So, I just thought of making it a little bit easier for you people by sharing my experience and even the thoughts of the professors and friends that I've talked with. So, yeah, let's get started and let's go into the video. So, yeah, this one is basically a video on study anatomy like a pro. Okay, one thing that you need to know about anatomy is it is the basic of medical. It is the basic of medical. If you don't know anatomy and physiology, if you don't know the physiology, and if you don't know the anatomy of the human body, then you can't do anything in further years of your course. One of my professor also says that when you know the normal, then only you can treat the abnormal. So yeah, let's see what we need. For the exam point of view, the things that you mostly need would be a pencil. Of course, you need a pencil, a rubber, a sharpener, and a scale. And then you would need sketch pens or stick pens. That is based on your convenience and your comfort. And mainly the sketches that you need is black because for the outline, because you can't color with the sketch, otherwise it will have imprint on your exam paper. Then you should have a pencil color or crayon set. That also depends on the availability and your convenience. And you should have gel pens or ball pens for writing the exam. Let me show you the colors that I used or I still use for my exams. So yeah, this is Faber-Castell and this is the color sketch pen that I use. I usually take the full set to my exam hall, and then yeah, I have a collection of so many pencil colors here. These are Camillin, Doms, Faber-Castell, everything is mixed in this. So these are the pencil colors that I use. I don't use crayons, I use pencil colors. I prefer pencil colors for coloring the anatomy diagrams. Okay, so these are the things you basically require, and the other thing that you need to remember, the things that you need to remember when you're studying anatomy or when you're attending an exam is the color code. What do you mean by the color code is there is a color coding system, there is a coloring system for anatomy, which I'll be telling you in the same video in some further minutes. Okay, and then when you write the exam, what is the most important thing that you need to know is synopsis of the topic. For example, you are going for shoulder joint. You have a question of shoulder joint in your exam. You need to write the synopsis. For example, the type of joint, variety of joint, the stabilizing features, articular surfaces, ligaments, bursas, etc. Nerve supply, clinical anatomy, all those things. You should write it. The very first thing that you write in your paper would be your synopsis. You just write synopsis and then you start. I hope you would have seen my previous video. In the previous video, I have written the synopsis for shoulder joint. And yeah, then most important thing, the most important thing in anatomy is your diagrams, diagrams and diagrams. Why do I say that diagrams are the most important? Because if you think practically, your paper is being corrected within 3 minutes. Okay, a professor takes only 3 minutes to correct one paper. So in 3 minutes they definitely can't read all the story or all the theory that you have written, and they will be directly going or jumping into the diagrams. They will see whether you have done it properly, labeled it properly or not, and that will give an impression to them that yeah, you know the topic, you are well aware of the topic, and thus they will give you marks. So for diagram in anatomy, always the marks allotted are more than the theory. So just make sure that you know good diagrams. You can refer to books, you can also refer to my videos, because I am trying to making as many easy diagrams for you people as possible, and you can refer to Google as well sometimes. So okay, the next thing that you need to know is, that's what I told you, proper labeling and spelling. You should know the proper labeling, as I already told you, and even the spellings. Medical terminologies should be properly written. Proper spelling should be written. For example, you take an example of a muscle, sartorius. You have to spell it properly when you write in the exam. Okay. And another thing that I told you, rule, always remember the golden rule in anatomy: maximum diagrams, minimum theory. And the theory that should be written should be the basic key points of the particular topic, not the story. Maximum diagrams and minimum theory with the golden points. Okay, so yeah, this is something about your requirements and things to remember. And the other thing that I was talking about was the color code for anatomy. Color code for anatomy is very important, and it is basically universal for all the colleges. It is almost same for everyone, and this is how it has been followed. So for muscles, you color the muscles with maroon. For ligaments, you color it with dark green or some other shade of green. For tendon, you color it with a lighter green. See, if you have ligament and tendon both in a same diagram, what you can do is use different shades of greens to differentiate between the ligaments and tendons. It's as simple as that. Then you have bursa. Bursa should be colored in pink, and the nerve should be colored in yellow. Artery should be colored in red. The vein in blue. The bones in brown. This is what you should always remember. You should always remember this when you're going for your exam or when you're studying for anatomy. Okay, this is what is followed. This will help you have better understanding of the diagrams, and this will also help the teachers to be comfortable when they're checking your answers. Always impress the teachers with proper diagrams, proper theory, proper points. When they are impressed, your marks will automatically be impressive. It's as simple as that. So, okay, the next thing that I want to tell you people is the study materials. These are the study materials that I use, and some of my friends also suggested me to share with you people, which would be good for your medical career or for anatomy, particularly, we can say. As of me, when I was in my first year, we were being asked to study from BD Chaurasia. I used BD Chaurasia and TS Ranganathan. Let me show you the books. BD Chaurasia is the name is Human Anatomy, BD Chaurasia. It is a great book, I must say. It has great explanation, great details and diagrams. The diagrams are somewhat complicated also, but then it'll be fine if you properly follow the theory with the diagrams. This is the volume 3. We have totally 4 volumes. This is the 7th edition. When I was in first year, we were having 7th edition. And yeah, 8th edition has also been come into the market, so you can go for whatever is convenient for you. It has 4 volumes. This is 3, 2, 1, and yeah, this is 4th. You have upper limb, lower limb, you have head and neck, and then you have neuroanatomy. 4 books, which is your BD Chaurasia. It is easily available in Flipkart or Amazon, and even in medical bookstores. Then you have a book that I have because of the easier diagrams. That is your textbook of human anatomy by T.S. Ranganathan. This book is amazing for diagrams, I can say. This is how it looks. Yeah, this is how it looks. This is the textbook of human anatomy, T.S. Ranganathan. It has really good diagrams, simple diagrams, and I followed this book for diagrams especially. And even the language in that is a little easier than BD Chaurasia. And then comes the king of all the books, that is your Gray's Anatomy by Henry Gray, who was British anatomist. This book is something for students who want to go deeper into anatomy. It is like a book which has a real depth in anatomy. It has content which is really deep. So you can go for this one. And then the one more thing that I must suggest you people as an investment for my medical career, for medical career in a long run, is Dorland's Medical Dictionary. It is a great thing to have investment on. It is a dictionary which has almost all the medical terminologies meanings, and it is easy to have easy access to something like that. This is the book. This is the 29th edition that I have, Dorland's Pocket Medical Dictionary, an amazing dictionary for medical students. And then the bone set. Yeah, as a physiotherapist, I must have a bone set, and even medical students must have a bone set in first years. When you have a bone set, it makes you easy, it makes you feel really, really fun when you read for practical, and it's really very clear when you have bones in your hand when you're studying instead of using just books. So I bought bones of one side, which costed me 3,500. And you can, if you can't afford to buy them, borrow it from your seniors or borrow it from your lab. You must be having an anatomy lab in college. Otherwise, if you can buy it, it is available on Amazon. Otherwise, you can also consult your lab assistants. I consulted my lab assistant, and he was the one who got me the bones in 3,500 something. Let me show you the bones also. So yeah, I have them stored in a box, a shoe box. See, this is the skull. It has been cut because I had to study the interior of the skull for my head and neck. And then I have other bones inside this one. All the bones are there. One side of the bones, your vertebra, scapula, your hip bone, then this is your humerus, tibia, ribs, femur. This one is the femur. Almost all the bones, every bone is there. So it is a really good investment if you are in a medical career, and this would be really useful for you when you study for anatomy practicals. You can really go and just open your YouTube and see some bone video and learn having bones in your hands, which will always be imprinted in your mind. It will be way more easier to understand. And yeah, I would definitely try to make videos on side determination, muscle attachments, and the explanation of the bones for anatomy practical. This is all about this video. I hope it was of some help, and make sure to just give it a thumbs up. Comment down in the comment section if you have any queries. Subscribe, share, and keep supporting. Thanks for watching.